G'day everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I'll be giving you 10 of the most important regions on how to get a better guess in Russia, as Russia is huge, so there are lots of different regions. But today I'm going to give you 10 very unique ones that you must know, and that will make your guesses easily very good if you spot these regions when you're in Russia. So let's get started. Okay, first here, we are in Kaliningrad, which is this exclave over by Poland and Lithuania. And the easiest way to recognize this part of Russia is you got the long antenna with the black car. It's a bit hard to see here. If I move down the street, it might be a bit easier. But it's a black car. You can see the red brake light pretty well. And a lot of the coverage was taken during autumn. So you have a lot of like autumn trees. You have a lot of these avenues as well of like just autumn trees as well. We're just driving through avenues like this, kind of like what you see in Poland. But yeah, so this is a very distinct part of Russia just because of this. It's all Gen 3. And yeah, in case you don't know where Kaliningrad is, it's just this exclave over here. Just, yeah, it's part of Russia, but it's over by Poland and Lithuania here. If we just bring the street, you just go anywhere in Kaliningrad, I'll guarantee you we have this kind of coverage. Yeah, again, like here, you got these kind of trees, you got this black car with this, big brake light visual. So yeah, that's how you get that one. Next one here, we are up in the Murmansk oblast, up north near the border of Finland. And the good way to recognize this part of Russia is with the amount of rocks present on the sides of the road. Like there's a ton of rocks. It's also quite sandy on the side of the road, which you can see around Okrug, way further east. But just the presence of rocks and these kind of trees, I'm not a botanist, so I don't know what they're called, but these trees as well makes this a very, very distinct region of the country. Especially this kind of road as well. It's hard to explain, but it's just you got to get this kind of vibe because it's a very distinct look. So yeah, that's another one to know. Right, next one here. We are very far north in Russia, up in Chelyabinsk, in Nenets autonomous Okrug. And the easiest way to recognize this is with these kind of concrete slab roads and no visible Google car. A lot of other northern Russian coverage will have the red Google car, but this coverage up here doesn't have it. So yeah, it's very flat, very little vegetation. If you do have it, it's going to be extremely short like this. So very flat, lack of vegetation / short vegetation. And this is only exclusive to this area up around here. So if you bring the street view up, it's pretty common out through this part here. Can extend a bit further south as well, but most often seen way up north here. A lot of this other northern coverage looks similar, but it has the red Google car like along here, and on through here as well, and up around Okrug as well. So yeah, that's good to know as well. Next here, we are south of Chelyabinsk in the Chelyabinsk oblast. And a good way to recognize this part is it's a white Google car. More so in Russia, you'd have the black Google car, but in Chelyabinsk, they have the white one. And yeah, it's just super flat, super open landscape, and just a few trees here and there. Other parts of Russia have the white Google car, such as around Novosibirsk in the Altai area, obviously further east as well, but they look nothing like this. Like this flat part of Russia with just open landscapes. In the western half of Russia, there's Chelyabinsk and very few other exceptions where you will see this white Google car. This is another way that makes this part of Russia very identifiable. Next here, we've probably got the most famous identifiable region of Russia, and that's Omsk Oblast. Around Omsk, it is extremely flat again. It's Gen 4, no Google car visible, and yeah, just what makes it so distinct is it's just so flat. Like you just don't see any elevation anywhere. There's not a single hill in sight. These kind of tree patches are pretty common as well. But yeah, just the lack of Google car in Gen 4 being so flat. Just click in Omsk and you'll get a really nice guess. Right, we are in Tuva Republic, a bit further east in Russia. And this one, there's a couple of roads here that look like this. This is the east-west road. And it just looks like Mongolia really. It has these like steppy kind of mountains, or how you say it, steppy mountains. This kind of like dirty looking road, this very grainy, dirty looking road. This kind of grass as well looks very much around this Russia-Mongolia area. And yeah, these hills just look super, super Mongolian. If you've seen Mongolia enough, you just know what I'm talking about. So I was on this stretch of road here, but it's pretty common out through a whole oblast. So from here down through this road, all the way down on this road to the Mongolian border. Click the guide, all this has coverage here. So we click maybe a bit closer to the border. It's the same kind of look to it as well. It's the black Google car as well with the long antenna, Gen 3. And yeah, again, you got these mountains, and you kind of have these trees scattered everywhere as well. This is very indicative of this region of Russia. Right, next one here, we are in Sakhalin oblast, which is the eastern island of Russia. And the most famous way that everyone knows how to recognize Sakhalin oblast is the presence of this cabbage, which can also be found in, you know it, Hokkaido, Japan. They're the most common, regions where you'll find this cabbage. And yeah, also a group of these birches can be seen a bit as well. But just the kind of like a bit of a dead look to it as well. And this cabbage just in Sakhalin oblast, but more so in the south, I'd say. That's where you find more of this cabbage. Next one here, we are west of Yakutsk, around near Lensk in the Tuva Republic. And this area is quite famous just because of the bushfire coverage that they have here. All the smoke and haze you have from the camera here just makes this super identifiable. Just the presence of trees, all these larches. And yeah, this kind of road, this gravel road is very common around this area in Russia. This one was around near Lensk, I believe. Yeah, so just here, Lensk, just out here, west of Yakutsk. This coverage down here looks super identifiable. Click down here maybe, comes the same, yeah, exact same kind of stuff. So yeah, if you see this kind of bushfire coverage, just send somewhere west of Yakutsk. And especially maybe near Lensk. Right, we are here in Magadan, which is that far east city in Russia, and it actually has coverage. They brought Google cars there for Gen 3 and Gen 4, and the easiest way to recognize it is just the presence of hills and mountains on both sides, but it also has a bit of a haze to it because there was a bit of bushfire when they covered it out here as well in 2021 in August. But yeah, also the presence of this water here as well. This is just west of the town. If we go maybe somewhere bit closer to the town, like somewhere in the town maybe. I'll click on one of these roads here. This is actually in Gen 3, so the Gen 3 camera is possible. Even in Gen 3 you might see a couple of snow-capped mountains. But if we click down here, this is all Gen 3. If we click maybe a bit closer to the town, we see a bit of Gen 4 coverage here. And yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. The whole town just lies down in this bay really. It's a very distinct looking town. And the last one here is a pretty famous one as well. But it's Kamchatka Krai in Far East Russia, the Far East Peninsula. As we all know, we have these big snow-capped mountains, this very distinct foliage, and the silver Google car with a long antenna. One way you can maybe region guess it is if the car is driving south, like it is here, that's the back of the car driving south, you're going to be south of Milhovo. If it's driving north, then you're going to be north of Milhovo. Finbar obviously taught me that one, what a goat, shout outs to him. But yeah, Milkovo, sorry. All this is driving south and all this is driving north. So if we click here, we can see that yeah, this is driving north. So we're going to be somewhere north of Milkovo. And again, it's a very distinct looking area with this foliage and the silver Google car and this kind of gravel road. And that will conclude the video. So thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. Hope you did enjoy. Please leave a like down below. Subscribe for more videos like this on region guessing big countries. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.